Hello again, everybody. Thought I'd do a little update on the finished steam gauge stand for this is the American Model Engineering little deluxe gauge that I bought. It comes with the brass shell and the little Borden tube there. So this is the stand that I made for it out of 1/2-inch hex brass. As you can see, I've got the fitting silver soldered to it. Got it all cleaned up, polished up, and ready to go. So I'll do a dry fit and show you how it looks sometime soon, but that's very pleased with the progress there. The other thing, my friend Chuck asked me how I plan to put water in the boiler. And Chuck, this is what I have in mind. I got this idea from Don Orr, who wrote the book. He wrote the magazine article, The Tale of 5 Moguls, in Live Steam magazine. So you can see there's an adapter, a street L they call these, a ball valve, another adapter, and then a 90-degree elbow here. And the idea, I haven't test fit this yet, but as you can see, perhaps right here, I've installed just a washout plug, and I'm glad Chuck reminded me at this stage because I had read the article that Don Orr talked about this thing. I think he may have used 1/4-inch pipe pieces, but I had all these parts, and as you can see, the size, let me zoom back a little bit, the size is going to be good. It's going to be barely bigger than the brake valve here, and what I'm going to do, I'll trim off the little lever arm there as I've drawn, trim it and grind it down a little bit so it clears. And then what Don said is that he uses this, he has a fitting that he fabricated that connects to the water supply, the garden hose or whatever. So I can do the same thing. I can fabricate a little piece that goes there, and then when you're filling it, open the ball valve all the way, and so the handle's this way. So it's open, remove the plug, put your fitting in, and then you've got a straight path of water into the boiler, and you can fill it up. Once it's filled, close it off, take the hose out, put the little brass plug in for safety there. So what I'm going to do sometime soon is dry fit this in place, and then I'll take it all apart and clean it up. As you can see, it's got the bunch of blue goop Loctite on it. I got all these parts and pieces in an eBay auction. Some fellow had just a bunch of fittings and parts and pieces that left over from projects, and it was just a random auction. I think it was $20, and so I actually won it, and I was really pleased because it's got a lot of useful stuff. So anyway, Chuck, that answers the question. That's the idea that I had for water fill, and as I said, here is the completed live steam gauge stand. And next thing I'll do, tomorrow or whenever I get a chance to come out here again, I'll dry fit it in place on top of the boiler, and we'll see how that looks and see if it clears the little window in the lid like I'm hoping that it does. And I think that'll look great. So very happy about the progress, and I hope this is useful to you, and keep watching. I'll keep you posted. Thanks.